Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? Washington Free Beacon, Democrat Florida mayor charged with democracy crimes. We'll just say that. A Democratic mayor in Florida was arrested and charged with 3 counts of democracy crimes, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. A mayor of North Miami Beach was charged with 3 third-degree felonies for trying to tarnish democracy. He's the 3rd mayor in that city to be arrested in 11 years. Gee, wonder if some other Democrats have been arrested in the past 11 years. He didn't even live in the city, broke the city's charter, but he drove to North Miami Beach to vote to commit democracy crimes 3 times. In August, October, November, according to the Miami Herald. He reportedly lives in neighboring Davie, where he was recorded in his cell phone data driving from home to commit democracy crimes in North Miami Beach. And this is 3 times in rapid succession. And so you have... This is the Washington Free Beacon, but here, North Miami Beach mayor arrested on irregularities. That is an NBC Miami Beach. Miami Herald, North Miami Beach mayor arrested on charges related to irregularities. And then you have Trump, who doesn't trust the Democratic Party. And a great many people don't trust the Democratic Party. You saw what they did to Bernie Sanders. Now you see this mayor being arrested. And then they move the goalposts and they say, well, there aren't enough irregularities to change results. And so they're constantly defending the indefensible by moving the goalposts. And, so anyway, this mayor has been arrested. Okay? And his name is Anthony DeFilippo. And so, for the love of God, it is impossible, by the way, to find out this man is a Democrat. Just letting you know. It's like none of these articles, NBC Miami, Miami Herald, I think the New Times also, you can't find out he's a Democrat. Do you understand? You will not find out that he's a Democrat. But if it was anything to do with Trump, it would be Trump, Republican, Trump, Republican, Republican. You cannot find out that this man is a Democratic mayor. Okay. Washington Free Beacon has it right in the headline. So, Democratic Florida mayor charged with fraud. This, ladies and gentlemen, bolsters claims made by Trump. Now, you have to ask yourself why media, and I was actually reading, it's really interesting, I was reading a New York Times article, so you don't have to, the other day. The manner in which they'll jettison their own value system to defend the indefensible, it could be on any topic, is stunning. They'll spend years and years, it could be the environment, it could be believing people, it could be anything. When Democrats are caught in a bind, they will then utilize arguments that they find repulsive without batting an eye. And they'll jettison the alleged value system or virtue that they claim to uphold prior to being caught with their hand in the cookie jar. And so it's not about value system. It's not about, believing people who accuse Trump. It's about believing people who accuse Trump, but never believing people who have in some way leveled allegations towards Democrats. It's not about the environment. It's about ignoring 200 million barrels of strategic petroleum reserves being pumped into the country to prop up the economy after Democrats, and this is a key point, after Democrats completely ignored inflation. Okay? When you hear pundits or imbeciles saying, well, Biden, he took care of inflation. He didn't even think inflation was a problem. The Democrats in charge, the Fed, Democratic politicians in 2021 didn't even think inflation was a real serious problem. They thought that it was just temporary and it wasn't a big deal. So you're looking at and this is like AOC does the same thing. They'll talk about how Republicans wanted to cut social safety nets. They want to cut the social safety net. It's your policies, AOC, Bernie Sanders, Democrats, that caused this poverty to increase. Real wages are down. Poverty has increased under your watch. Why is that? Well, you didn't even think inflation was a problem in 2021. But inflation has gone up substantially for rent, food, and energy. Okay? And so, especially in blue states, especially in major cities, okay? Major cities have become far more... Every major city in this country that's run by a Democrat has become more difficult and expensive to live in. That's the key issue, okay? The poverty rate in the country has gone up. We had record low poverty with Trump, okay? So they talk about the Republicans, the mean Republicans, and I actually don't think that social safety nets should be cut when you're talking about a debt deal, especially in this economy. Okay, so I kind of agree with AOC. I do agree with AOC on that, but I don't agree with AOC on the policies that lead to greater poverty. But nobody looks at it from an aggregate bird's eye point of view. The issue here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Republicans like this North Miami Beach mayor, there have been numerous arrests for democracy crimes in the past couple of years. I think in Philadelphia, Missouri, St. Louis. There have been numerous, and all Democrats primarily. And the Republican Party doesn't make an issue. Republicans, even Trump Republicans, are not good at highlighting exactly what would defend their cause. There's this overwhelming media tsunami, and this type of thing should be focused on by Trump, or by Trump Republicans, or by Republicans in the House. But there's 50, 60 publications all saying the same things all at once. That's why you have a politicized Federal Bureau of Investigation or a politicized intelligence agency, intelligence community, government, especially politicians, high-level government officials gravitate towards positive media coverage. They gravitate towards media groupthink. Okay? That's something that Trump has to address. He hasn't, I don't think, addressed that. And so there's a battle for emotion. It's not about information. The media battle is not about information. It's about emotion. If you can get people to at least see your vantage point, if you're Trump, amidst a sea of this tidal wave of emotion, oh, don't trust him, he's tarnishing democracy, he's trying to devour the republic. Well, look, right here. Here's another example. And there are numerous examples of Democrats being charged for these crimes. Focus on that if you're Trump and Republicans. Give me your thoughts below. hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll be back in a couple of hours.